Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everybody. Firstly, I say thanks a lot to you all for coming in this time. Okay, before we start our study, let me introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Rifki Hidayatullah, and I am student college of UIN Maulana Malik Ibrahim Malang. Okay, in this opportunity, we will discuss about multicultural education. Let me presenting this. Okay, before we learn about multicultural education, we must know what the education is. Okay, according to the Big Indonesian Dictionary, education is the process of changing the attitudes and behavior of a person of group of a person or group of people in an effort to matter humans through teaching and training efforts, process, way, act of educating. There is three type can be grouped of educating. Number one is normal education, formal education, and number two non-formal education, and the last is informal education. The formal education is what we routinely live in. Education goes through tiered stage such elementary school, junior high school, junior high school, universities, and so on. And secondly is non-formal education, is outside of formal education, which can be done in stage. For the example, such as tutoring institution, studios, playgroup, and the others. And thirdly is informal education. The informal education is education that can be done independently. It can be from family, environment, school, and the others. For the example is education are the values of custom, manners, religion, ethics, and moral. And multicultural is a term used to describe a person views on various life on earth or policies that emphasize the acceptance of cultural diversity and the various cultural values of the people, system, cultures, custom, and politic they hold. So, multicultural education is a cross-border discourse because it is related to issues of social justice, democracy, and human rights, censure, and tolerance of the diversity of culture that live in the midst of a plural society. And there are two objectives of multicultural education, namely the initial goal and the final goal. The initial goal is a temporary goal because this goal only serves as an intermediary so that the final goals is achieved properly. Basically, the initial goal of multicultural education is to build educational discourse, policymakers in the world of education, and student majoring in education of general student. The hope is that if they have a good multicultural education discourse, they will not only be able to become a multicultural education transformator, who is be able to instill the values of pluralism, humanism, and democracy directly in school to their student. While the ultimate goal of multicultural education is that students are not only be able to understand and master the object matter they are learning, but it also hope the student will have a strong character to always be democratic, pluralist, and humanist. And then The method can be used in multicultural education. There is 4 method. For the first is contribution method. In applying this method, learners are invited to participate in understanding and appreciating other cultures. This method includes involving learners to choose books to read together and to do activities together, appreciate the event in the religious and cultural fields that are contained in people's life. And secondly is enrichment method. The educational material, concept, themes, and perspective can be added to the curriculum without having to change the original structure. This method enriches the curriculum with literature from or about societies of different cultures or religion. The application of this method, for example, is to invite learners to assess or test and then appreciate to perspective of society, but learners do not change their understanding of it, such as marriage and others. And the third, transformative method. This method is fundamentally different from the previous two methods. This method allows learners to view concept from a number of cultural, ethnic, and religious perspective critically. This method requires the inclusion of perspective, frames or of reference, and ideas that will broaden the learner's understanding of an idea. And the last method of decision making and social action. This method integrates the transformation method with real activities in the community, which in turn can stimulate social change. This method requires learners to not only explore and understanding the dynamic of procession, but also commit to making decision and changing the system through social action. And next, the possible approach in cultural education, there is 6. For the first, historical approach, and secondly, sociological approach, and thirdly, cultural approach, and the fourth, psychological approach, and the fifth, aesthetic approach, and the last, gender perspective approach. The historical approach, this approach proposes that the material is taught to learners by hindsight. And sociological approach is, this approach proposes a process of contextualization of what has happened in the past or has come in the past. And thirdly, cultural approach, this approach emphasizes authenticity and a growing tradition. Number 4, psychological approach. This approach seeks to pay attention to the psychological situation of the individually and independently. Number 5, aesthetic approach. The aesthetic approach basically teach learners to be polite and peaceful, friendly, and love beauty. And the last, gender perspective approach. This approach tries to provide awareness to learners not a differentiated gender, because actually gender is not something that prevent a person from achieving success. Okay, after my explain, I will to sum up the main point. Number one, education is the process of changing the attitude and behavior of a person or group of people in an effort to better humans through teaching and training effort, process, way, act of educating. Secondly, multiculturalism is a term used to describe a person, views, and various life on earth, or policies that emphasize the acceptance of cultural diversity and the various cultural values of the people, system, cultures, custom, and politics they hold. And thirdly, multicultural education is a process of development of all human potentially that respect plurality and heterogeneity as the consequence of diversities of culture, ethnic, tribes, and belief or religion. Okay, maybe I think that's everything I want to say you all. Just to summarize the main point of my talk, we know if multicultural education is very important. Now I will be happy to answer any question you may have. Are there any question? Okay, maybe I will try to answer your question as I can. Okay, that is for me. And the last, I say a lot of thank you for you all. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.